Ransomware story.
I want to share with you a life transformational story of when life beats you to your knees, you just believe and never give up. How many in here have had a really close friend, but somewhere along life's journey, that trust that you had with them, it was taken or you were betrayed? Thank you. Have you ever been in a place where situation or circumstances got you so far, so low, so down, and you were so dark in that deep place that we call depression? Has anybody been there? Have you ever had a dream that you worked on for a long period of time, only to achieve it, but somehow that got taken from you? Maybe a home or something you worked for as any. I want to share with you what happened to me, and the impact that it had on my life, but the 3 steps that I went through, and the words of encouragement and power that I used to help transform my life. When I was 13 years old, I heard a man speak about financial independence. And he said, you've arrived when you can live on the interest of your investment. And I was fortunate to have achieved that goal. I had a very good friend for about 18 years, and I invested with him. Have you ever had a great opportunity you thought was just fantastic, and so you shared it with friends and family? I did the same thing. I shared this opportunity with a couple friends and a couple of family members. And I got a phone call one day that changed my life forever. I found out that we had been victims of the largest Arizona Ponzi scheme, or one of them. That's where they take your money and they run. They steal it from you. My friends and family, they lost. Everybody who was involved lost life savings. They weren't in their 40s and 50s. They were in their 60s, 70s, 80s. Just think about, you live for a long time, you save it up, and it's gone now. I ended up losing my home, my beautiful home. Had real estate, lost that, possessions, they were also gone. And I ended up moving to Washington. I took a business opportunity. It's the best thing I knew at the time, so I took a business opportunity, and that failed. The second one failed. I had a friend who had a foreclosed home. He didn't know it at the time, but I ended up moving in with him, and the home went into foreclosure. He and his wife moved out. So I stayed, and I became a squatter in this home. I was virtually homeless. And I hit a very dark place in my life. I thought that my trust in my friend, that was gone. My self-confidence, that was gone. My self-worth and what I thought, that was also gone. I remember it was a January evening, very dark outside. I remember looking in the mirror, and I looked at the shell of a man who had achieved life's goals, his dream, and that was taken from me. This is someone I trusted. I remember looking in the mirror because I had gained a lot of weight. I was overweight. I was wearing like 42-inch waist. I just didn't care about what I was eating. My cholesterol was super high. My blood pressure was high. I just said, how did this happen? And where do you go when you're so far down? What keeps you moving? How do you decide to make that change in life? And I thought for me, right, that way was the suicide. I thought maybe that was the way I needed to go. So what I want to do now, is there anybody in this room that has experienced something similar to me, that has the courage to raise your hand and say, yeah, I've been through that. I'm not going to, you don't have to give your testimony. What I want to do is I want to give you a shirt. And this shirt says strength on it, because that's really what I needed to take me to that next level. Is there anybody who would just raise your hand and say, I've been through something? Larry, is that correct? Jeff? I thank God he's in my life, because I would not be alive today. But there was some internal strength that said, never give up. You never give up. The three things that I did: I made a decision to change. I set a goal, and then I made a commitment. I actually wrote a contract out, because I was as far as you're going to go, right? So the only way up for me was positive. And so I go into, when I give this speech, I go into more depth on the goal setting and how to actually achieve it. So I was able to achieve a great weight loss. And my brother called me and he said, hey, come to Idaho. I said, okay. So I came to Idaho and I moved out. This is the home down here, by the way. I moved out of a 4,000 square foot house, but I was the squatter, so it was okay to move out. And I was fortunate because I got to move into my brother's treehouse. So I went from 4,000 square feet to the treehouse. Some ladies who know the story, they say, oh, you live in a treehouse, so that's got to be really great and really fun. That'd be fun to do that. Yeah, wait till it's like midnight, and then you got to use the bathroom. Okay, for ladies, no, it's like you go down the stairway of death into the house. I remember waking up at about 1 o'clock in the morning, and it was so cold. That's only because the next morning I realized that it was -5 degrees. There's no insulation. So it's a good story to be able to say I lived in a treehouse. So obviously I don't live there no more. I made another goal. I set another goal. My other goal was to actually take my body fat level as low as I could go. So I hired a trainer, and I said, this is where I want to go. Can you take me there? He said, yes, I can. I said, great. What do I do? Follow exactly what I said. Okay, I will. I did. And I achieved a 4% body fat. I just share that with you because I just listened to what he said to do. And this story got featured on bodybuilding.com and became one of the most positively responded to transformational stories they have. And so I got invited into the corporate office of bodybuilding.com, and I walked in as an entrepreneur thinking, okay, what can I take into bodybuilding.com? Well, what saved my life were words. Words of power, words of inspiration, words of encouragement. I decided to take those words that transformed my life and put them on people. I thought, wow, what a novel idea, right? So I'm standing in front of you with a shirt that says Inspired Transformation, but the shirt I walked in with said Never Give Up. They liked it. It was clean. It was fresh. It was unique. Simple. I've now been a vendor with them for a little over a year. And this is the exciting part, because for the past 6,000 years, as far as I'm aware, we've been wearing apparel. Right? We have, haven't we? I decided to take the most inspiring, encouraging words known to man and put them on people, to inspire them and to encourage them. And I want to show something to you that this is now science. Science says that if you wrap a bottle of water and it's negative, you'll get results from that. And the results that you will get, if you could photograph this, which you can, is it's black and distorted. If you could photograph this water bottle, which is positive and uplifting, it looks like a snow crystal. Research has also been done here locally with rice. Negative words. Oh, negative words. Better get that straight. That's negative words. That's positive words. This is a little over, I think, a year or so. You can tell the difference within the first 6 months. And here's the reason this is so important, is that we are made up of 70% water. It actually changed the molecular structure of water. What I want to share with you is the power of the words not only that you speak, but that you wear. Right? Hundreds of millions and billions of dollars were made selling bones and skulls to people. Death. But what happens if you actually take inspiring, encouraging words and you place them on people? What will that do for you? How would that make you feel? The people at the hospital, people that are down and out, guys that are ready to commit suicide like I was. What would that do for you? It will change your life forever. It's proven. Science has proven that. I want to share something with you, and this is my big goal. Brandon asked me to share. Before I share my big goal, I want to find out, is there anybody in here that just has a really big goal? Is there? I saw, was it Aspen? This is, if you don't mind, honey. Thank you. It was there. I saw someone else. Big goals, scary goals. Don't even know how you're going to get. Julie. Here we go. And one more. All the ladies. I'm going to get you a lady shirt, okay? Okay, these are guy shirts. Guys weren't raising their hands. So guys, ladies, the big goal for me is to become the largest inspirational apparel company in the world. And the reason why is I want to take what saved my life and I want to take it to the world. I want to take the most incredible, inspiring, positive words that will change people's life, that have changed their life, and I want to share it with the world. And I want to give them hope where there was no hope. That's my goal. But here's the thing. I can't do it alone. I can't do this big thing alone. There's no possible way. I'm just an inspirational guy that has some vision and a dream, but I don't have the money. I don't have the finances. I don't have the investors. I don't have, there's these things I don't have, right? The graphic people, the guru social medias, I don't have those. I'm looking for a team that I can help build and take this worldwide. That's my goal. That's my big goal. The question is, what about you and your goal? What's your dream? I wonder if maybe what happened to me could have possibly happened to you in life's journey. That somewhere along the line, someone said something to you. They may be destroyed or they took that dream away. Have you ever dug deep to find out? Ever thought about that? There's a movie. It's called Rocky 6. It's interesting, that's actually my nickname where I got it from, but there's a clip in there, and the clip is where his son does not want his dad, Rocky, to fight a younger guy, the champion of the day. It's going to be bad for you, it's going to be bad for me. Remember that part? And Rocky basically says, let me tell you something you already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It is a very mean and nasty place. And I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees. And it will keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is going to hit as hard as life. But it's not about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning's done. Now, if you know what you want, go out and get what you want. But you got to be willing to take the hits. And you can't be pointing fingers at him or her or anybody because you're not out where you want to be. That's how winning's done. You can do this. I believe in you. Us cowards do that, and you guys aren't cowards. So, here's what I want to end with, is that there's more potential that lies within inside of each and every one of us than we could use in 100 lifetimes. 100 lifetimes. There's so much inside of us we have not tapped into. We are amazing individuals. Just the fact that we are born, we beat out 1 million seeds for us to be born. Isn't that amazing? 1 million seeds. And you're the one. You're a miracle. The fact that you're alive is a miracle. And the potential that lies within inside of each and every one of us, the power of reciprocity is a very big thing. That's where we help each other get what the other person wants and needs in this life. Right? That's the beautiful thing. What I want to end with is something I've never done before. And I was thinking about this and I said, these are the power of words. And I have my clothes over here. I bring it everywhere I go. Someone says, hey, where can I get them? I can get them online. I brought them today. And I believe, right? I believe in the power of words. And so what we're going to do is we're going to say a couple powerful words. And we're going to say it till I really feel like you mean it. And this is what we're going to say. I will never give up. And I want you to think of your big dream, okay? I want you to think of your big dream. Can you dive that deep into your heart? And can you reach for it and say, this is why I came today, to connect with other people? Which water are you giving off when you came here? Is it a positive one? Did I come here and think, man, I'm going to connect with someone cool today? Or was it, man, the food, I don't know, and she's going to be here? Which one are you? Which one are you? We're all giving off something, that energy. I hope I've connected with each one of you. So I'm looking at you in the eyes. Eyes are the windows of the soul. I will never give up. On the count of 3, here's what we're going to do. I will never give up. I will never give up. Again, I will never give up. This is your dream. I will never give up. It's your big dream. I will never give up. One more time. I will never give up. Thank you. Bless you.